Hey everyone, welcome back to the CrossWind Church More Than Sunday podcast, where we do everything we can through this podcast to stay engaged and connected with you throughout the week, not just on Sunday, but the rest of the week, trying to fill you in on what's happening at CrossWinds and, in a number of people's lives who are connected to this church and then around the Tri-Valley. And I am so excited of all the podcasts we've done. This is the one maybe I'm most excited about right now. We are going to get a chance to interview Christine Beitsch-Bahmani from CityServe of the Tri-Valley, and she's going to tell us a lot about how we can get involved in the middle of this crisis to make a difference with our neighbors here, not just in CrossWinds, but well outside of our church. So I'll be right back in a second with Christine. All right, everybody, we are here with Christine Beitsch-Bahmani from CityServe Tri-Valley. Christine is the new-ish CEO of CityServe of the Tri-Valley, and you may have heard of CityServe before, but Christine is kind of taking it some fun new directions, and I'm excited to have built a friendship with her, and excited she's on the podcast with us today. So hello, Christine.
Hey, guys. How are you?
We are doing as good as anybody can be doing in a shelter in place, right? So have you been stuck at home the last few days or because you live in Castro Valley, Hayward? Where are you?
I'm in the Hayward Hills.
Okay.
So kind of Castro Valley, Hayward, Fairview.
So that's Alameda County. It's the same as where I'm at here in Livermore. We've all got the same thing going on.
Right.
Although you've been able to leave because you're actually doing stuff to help the community. That's part of what CityServe does. So you're out there kind of on the front lines right now.
Right. Yeah, actually, I feel like our whole team has been spread out remote all over the county. And so we've been at home doing a lot of conference calls with our cities, but also we were out yesterday just making sure all the vulnerable in Pleasanton, we focused on Pleasanton yesterday, just making sure they had warm meals. So going around because a lot of the programs have stopped. So we want to make sure that they're getting welfare checks and doing well out there.
Yeah. So Christine is incredibly busy. I'm like your third phone call in the last 2.5 hours, I think.
Or 6.
Or 6. So thanks for taking time with us. I appreciate it. Help us know, can you help us understand what CityServe of the Tri-Valley is?
Right. So right now, obviously, we're in a crisis response, but historically, we are just an activator of volunteers out in the community. We've created just in the last 6 months a Mercy Space platform, which really engages volunteers all over different faith groups, different churches, businesses, the schools. We work closely with our city. So we identify people in crisis and try to bring some amount of stabilization and take them through. We have caseworkers that will walk them through, come up with the action steps. And then we're launching coming up soon our care advocacy program, which will then engage volunteers in the community to come alongside and do life with people and engage in meaningful relationships.
Yeah, I think that's one of the most exciting things about CityServe to me. You guys exist in so many ways to mobilize people of faith to go make a difference in this specific area, the Tri-Valley here.
Right.
And how many churches and faith groups are now partnering with CityServe?
I think we're heading around 26 right now.
26.
Hopefully that will grow,
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
I think sometimes the church kind of takes shots for not collaborating with each other as much as we could, churches that are all out there doing their own thing. And I sometimes have wondered if the reason that churches aren't better at that is just because they're all so busy doing their thing.
Right.
And they don't have time to get to know every single other church in town. It's funny because I've got 6 or 7 good pastor friends here in the Tri-Valley that I'm texting this whole last 2 weeks. Like, what are you doing for services on Sunday? Are you guys going online or what's your plan? And all of those things. But I wonder if when it comes to really serving together, we need something like CityServe to help us do it.
Right, because we're kind of in the front lines, like identifying the needs in the community. We're working with other nonprofits. We're looking for gaps in services. So we're kind of a hub of the know of the need. So I think it's a great way for churches to come around and say, okay, we have people in our congregations that have skill sets or needs or passions. What do we do? How do we get them engaged? What's that vehicle to get people activated? And I think we always kind of know the places that we can make that connection.
Yeah, what I love is a few months back, we CityServe did an event at CrossWinds. You used our farm theater, and we were doing some backpack packing
Right.
for backpacks that you guys would end up going out and distributing to homeless people in the Tri Valley. And what I love is it wasn't a CrossWinds event at all. We were just space that we would be able to lend you. It was a bunch of different churches and people from all over that were there. And how much more can we get done when everybody's doing it together?
hmm When you can join around compassion and mercy, there's just so much power in that unity. And I think there's something special about when maybe 5 volunteers from this church and 2 from that church. Sometimes you feel like you're alone in this. And when you see, wow, there's all these churches engaged, it's a really powerful thing.
Yeah. Okay. So we're recording this on Thursday, March 19th. And I actually think I saved today's podcast. I've actually recorded a couple others today, but we're going to publish this one out tonight because I think it's incredibly relevant right now. You've been talking to city leaders and county leaders. Tell us a little bit about what the city and county response is right now to COVID-19. And give us the inside scoop.
All right. Well, there's some scoops I can't say, but what I will tell you is CityServe is still in motion. So a lot of people are asking, are we open? Our team has been absolutely incredible. Everyone's working, like I said, remotely. Our phone calls, if they call the main line, goes right to us. We're online. We're meeting with anybody that is in our caseload or a family in need. We're doing those care calls to make sure people are feeling really scared. And then again, we're doing outreach. So as the cities are looking to CityServe, they're really looking how can we make sure the most vulnerable in our community are being taken care of. So we're doing a lot. We're identifying seniors and maybe single parents that are in homes through our caseload that we can then get volunteers to get supplies together and make deliveries so that because there's stuck in their homes, and we don't want some of those vulnerable people out. And then we're really just working together as nonprofits. Like we worked with Open Heart Kitchen yesterday and we picked up 20 meals, our team. And then we went out, and what we were doing yesterday, and I had volunteers with some of my staff, we were identifying people that could potentially be at risk medically. So that we are going to give a report actually today at 5 o'clock. I'm giving a list. I have 28 people on my list right now from both cities that we feel like are medically very, very vulnerable in the streets. And then we're trying to work with the county to get a block of hotels to be able to put them in for respite and then get medical care out to check and test and whatnot. So I feel really confident with the 3 cities here, Dublin, Pleasanton, and Livermore. We're at high level meetings daily, minute by minute. By the time you post this, something new could have popped up. So
Right.
what we're looking for is if people are interested in volunteering or doing something, to go to our website and sign up as a volunteer. And we're combining a list together of a crisis response team, because at any point a shelter could pop up. At any point we can get a mass delivery of supplies that we want to do home deliveries to some of these homebound seniors or families. We could be helping. We might need teams to go out and deliver hand washing items and whatnot, or information or educational literature to some. I was a shock yesterday with 20 people I came in contact. Not one of the homeless people knew about COVID-19. And
Really?
none. And so I was
Wow.
like, hey, you have a fever. Obviously I was distanced
Yeah.
appropriately
Yeah.
and I had my garb on, but I would say, or do you have a fever? Are you coughing? How are you doing with breathing? Did you know this is going around? And so it was incredible that they didn't even know, and they could be walking around and they're wondering, why is everything shut down? Why
Yeah.
I have nowhere to
Yeah.
plug my phone now? Like, what's going on? It's like Night of the Comet, it's like, what is going
Right.
on? And so
Right.
we were just doing a lot of informing. So just having volunteers to help with that, if that's their thing, it's not for everyone. But so, yeah, I think just sending people to our website to sign up to be a volunteer. And that's a specific for crisis response in these next probably month.
Yeah, so that was going to be my question. You're always looking for volunteers from churches, faith groups to get involved and be a part of what you guys are doing. But right now, in the middle of this crisis that we're in, however long this takes, you are looking to build an additional team of people who can come alongside and care, right?
Right.
And
Absolutely.
I'll just say, as a church, I've kind of put it out there. Hey, we've got people in our church community who very likely will be getting sick in the next couple of
Mhm.
weeks. And as a church, we want to care for them. But I will say we have a lot more people in our church who can care for people outside of our church as well.
Mhm.
And the best way I think we can do that is to be in touch with you and your team at CityServe. So what is the way for us to get a hold of you and let us know, hey, sign me up. I'd love to help somehow.
Go to our website, www.cityserve and right on the front page, it talks about how to sign up. Every single day, under the news section, I'm putting all the resources in our Tri-Valley area that are available to people in need, even in your church. What outreaches are still going, what aren't, what services have shut down, which ones, and if there's something that you guys know about that needs to be on there, let me know. I update that daily.
Okay.
And we put guidelines for how to, as a volunteer, remain safe when you are doing outreach and serving. Again, we don't want to put anyone in harm's way. So once you sign up to be a volunteer, if we mobilize you, we will go through all the protocol to remain safe.
And just to be clear, I know we've talked a lot about our unhoused neighbors in the middle of all of this, but you guys are doing more than just serving that group of people. It sounds like anybody who's at risk, which means people who might be 65 or older or have underlying medical conditions or might be stuck in their homes right now, unable to go shopping, any of that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have, I think, 16 people on my list right now that our case managers are filling out what types of staples that they need or they're running low on. So we're going to get that list together. And as soon as I have that, we're going to look for the supplies. When the supplies come, we'll need volunteers to make a delivery on the porch. We have needs for adult diapers and wipes. So we're just trying to gather all the supplies right now. If anyone wants to make a donation, we're going to put every day a list of the items that we're getting requested. We have, I think, 34 people right now waiting for rental assistance. So that's a whole nother
Mm.
prevention piece that we're working on. We're helping the homeless,
Preventing
right?
people from
Yeah,
becoming
because
homeless. Yeah.
people are losing their jobs. People,
Right.
unless
Right.
they're essential worker, so right now we're getting the calls are rolling in about prevention. And so we're working hard to try to find funding and whatnot so that there isn't a major, major crisis in a month or two.
All right,
So.
Christine. I am so glad you are leading that organization and doing what you're doing. It's a big, big
Good time to
deal.
start. Good time to start. Now, this
I
is what
know.
I told my team, we have a whole spreadsheet, everything happening, lists, people that need hotels. And I called the whole uh, program that we're doing around Mission Shine. And
Mm,
I think this is the time for the churches and the people to just shine right now. This is
yeah.
what we're made to
Yeah.
do.
Oh,
So
that's so good.
I'm very excited, and I know it's a dark time, but I think that there's a lot of hope, and I just hope that your church doesn't live in fear and just really takes that step to just make a difference. So.
I hope so too. I think we can. Hey, I've been meaning to tell you, every August we do like a Vision Sunday where we just kind of talk through what we're doing the next year. And I know one of the things we want to do is step up our partnership with CityServe. So I don't have the date yet, but I'd love to invite you to come, like be with me in person and cast that vision together. If I'm putting you
Well,
on the
you're doing
spot
this
here.
public, so I guess I have to say yes.
Well, I
No,
don't
I
know.
would
You
love to. I
all
would
right.
love to
All right.
if I'm not stuck in my house by then.
Yes.
God, I hope not. But
Hopefully by
no,
August we'll
I
be
would
through this.
absolutely love that. I would
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. All right, Christine. Thank you so
Okay.
much. Have
Thank
a
you so
great
much for
day.
having me.
Stay
Thank
safe.
you. You
Bye.
too. Bye bye.